All right, so Pastor Miles, I know you're probably in the green room watching. Please forgive me, but I got to do my job, okay?
Reuben, Pastor Miles is not in the green room watching. Pastor Miles is right here, and he would like to speak with you right now.
What would he like to say?
Go ahead.
What's up, Reuben? I can't hear you, but I can see you, and you look really small, brother. You lost a lot of weight. You're looking good.
I just want to ask for forgiveness.
He's out there highlighting the Spirits Festival, and I don't mean ghosts. So he was a little nervous about you being on. If you have not met Pastor Miles McPherson from the Rock Church, former San Diego Charger here, a fixture in our community, and wanted you to come in and talk to us today because as we are watching the news every day, there's always bad news, but some days it's just overwhelming when you see the bad things that happen to seemingly good people out there in the world. And the question always comes up, especially in a church setting, why would a loving God let bad things happen to good people? Now you're going to deal with that in an upcoming series here.
Yeah, about 6 months ago we started to think about what kind of series we would do to answer questions people are asking. And we came up with this series called Why Bad Things Happen. It starts this Sunday at the Rock. It'll be 6 weeks long. And a lot of people ask that question, if there's a loving God, and why doesn't God stop evil? And we're going to deal with all those things. But I think the first thing we have to ask is, how do we know good from evil in the first place? It's because there is a good God, and he made good, and he gave us the freedom to choose. One of the reasons bad things happen is because people choose to do bad things. And if you look at the crime, you're a cop. I went on a ride along the other day. These are individuals making decisions to do bad things. And that's one of the reasons bad things happen. But God, a loving God, gives us a chance to love those people and encourage them and introduce them to him so that they can change.
I don't talk about this much on television, the fact that I do go out and work as a police officer, out in one of our nearby communities here. But I've come to a conclusion that's even simpler than what you just said, and that is, for me personally, as I look at some of the people that I'm dealing with out there, I'm convinced that there is such a thing as real evil.
Sure.
And I think there's real evil loose in the world. And again, that's my personal feeling as a Christian man. And I'm looking right in the eyes of evil sometimes, I feel, when I'm dealing with some of these criminals.
Well, there's no doubt there's evil. And I don't think there's any doubt people would acknowledge that, because when we see something bad, we all say, that's wrong. And so there's no question there's evil, just as real God is, the devil is. I was in the movie theater getting ready to watch a movie, and the preview for the Exorcist movie came on, and it was, just demonic stuff.
Creepy, yeah.
Creepy, and the girl crawling on the ceiling, and the movie was packed, and someone sitting at the front row, and I was way in the back. Right after the preview came on, you got chills because it was evil. You could feel it in the room. Someone just yelled out, "Jesus!" and the whole theater erupted like, we need something good in this room, because it was just evil. And that's right. People, there's an evil spirit, the devil, and he influences people, and people just make decisions to do bad things against other people.
Now, when you start this series, I want people to know ahead of time that you're not going to just lay this on them and then not give them the solution for a good outcome in the end.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we're not going to deal with some of this stuff along the way.
Correct. It'll be 5 weeks long, and every week we'll deal with a different reason and a different response. The most important thing about evil and bad things is how we respond to them. Now, some things are just flat out evil. Some things are bad to us because it simply is not what we want. So you don't get the house you want, you don't get the job you want. Well, that's just you. And maybe it's bad to you because you want something. So we're going to deal with a lot of the different ways we see bad things, but most importantly, how to respond to them. Because you grow more from your bad experiences than your good experiences. And so we're going to talk about how you respond and how you should react to them and how you can use them to benefit yourself and others.
My mom just sent me a beautiful drawing the other day on the internet, and it was Jesus standing over somebody, laying his hands on them, and it said something to the effect of, how would you know my ability to heal if you didn't hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's not to say that God allows us to hurt so that he can turn around and heal us, or is that what it's saying?
Well, God created us as free creatures. We have a freedom to choose good and evil, and we choose, and going back to Adam and Eve, they chose, I'm going to do something bad. Now, as a result, now God's going to respond to that. And because we live in a fallen world, God is the answer to our fallen world and the result of that, which is pain.
All right, Pastor Miles McPherson, your show right here on San Diego 6 is Sundays at 11 o'clock?
That's correct. And this series is at the church this Sunday. They can go to sdrock.com and get all the information, sdrock.com.
Starting this Sunday, and you see the service times right there. If you want the answer to this question and maybe even the bigger questions in your life, please drop by and see Pastor Miles McPherson, the Rock Church, starting this Sunday. If you can't wait, give him a call right now and let him know what your need is. It's great to see you, my friend.
Thank you.
As
Thank you
always.
very much.
All right, for more information, you go to san diego6.com and you click on San Diego Living. You'll find it there.